We're setting up for a huge election night here in Texas. Some of the most expensive primaries in history are about to come to an end. Among the most closely watched is a Republican race for U.S. Senate. Incumbent John Cornyn is facing Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, who received the endorsement of President Trump. And we should note neither candidate has lost an election in their careers. Political careers are on the line tonight for candidates in both parties, but without question, it is the Republican race for U.S. Senate that so many people will be watching when polls close in just less than an hour. Incumbent John Cornyn versus Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. Tonight, one will lose that race. This really is the last major race between a Reagan Republican like Cornyn and a MAGA Republican like Paxton. General Paxton has no scheduled events before tonight's watch party in Collin County. His campaign did blast supporters with an email saying, "Do not leave anything to chance." Cornyn's counties are turning out.
Well, I'm feeling optimistic. The early voting looks solid in places we did well on March the 1st. And as you know, we came in first out of the three-man race then. And it's all, I know it sounds sort of simplistic to say, but as you know, it all depends on who shows up.
On the other side of the Senate race, James Tallarico has already been selected as the Democratic nominee, but who he will face could make all the difference. New polling is showing Texas Democrat Tallarico running surprisingly close in the race for U.S. Senate, regardless of which Republican he could face in November. A new Texas Southern University poll shows Tallarico tied with Attorney General Ken Paxton at 45%, with 8% of voters still undecided. The same poll gives Senator John Cornyn a razor-thin 1-point lead over Tallarico. An average of public polling since the March primary also shows Tallarico holding small leads against both Republicans. Political analysts say the numbers suggest Texas could see one of its most expensive statewide races in years.